Not mornings anymore. Afternoons.
Good afternoon, teacher.
Good afternoon to all. Okay. Well, I was delayed because you know that sometimes, all right, some days I'm also I'm also psychologist. I'm working as psychotherapist, so sometimes I get delayed because patients and all of that way. Right? I explained you that on the first day, so that was I was that was why I was a little bit delayed. Okay, but well, even so, we are here now. I don't want to lose any time. I don't want to lose time anymore. So I will explain quickly what's going to be on this week. All right. So this week we are going to get a checking of everything that you need to deliver me. All right, to give me. Now we are getting close, even closer more to the day of the first delivery, which is in this case the conversations, all right? The conversations with the English teacher that you are supposed to be having, right? So I would like to check that a little bit with example of anyone of you, all right? Any one of you can choose to show me that, and we can take it as an example for everyone. That's the first thing, and the second thing, it's going to be the digital notebook, right? So I want to know how you're going with that way. Also, I will explain you what about other works that we were supposed to have, but we are not having, if you remember well. Okay, I'm sure that you have noticed that. So we will explain that. And also, I have to give you your record about how you're doing on your participations and on the homeworks. You will have that information tomorrow. Adding from that, also, tomorrow you will have the results of your exam. I will give them to you tomorrow. All right, so you know how was it, how was your performance on that exam, and everything about that. So there are 4 things technically that I am touching now, which are the checking of the digital notebook, checking of the conversations, your record, and also the exams, right? Which are going to be handled tomorrow. Is any questions about that? Are any questions there? So I guess that there are no questions about it. Okay, so the first that I want to see and I want to answer is the answering of questions about the works. Starting better with the conversations, which is the work that you have to deliver earlier. Right, so what about it? Does anyone want to share his or her work? Or may I pick randomly for anyone? May I pick randomly? Okay, well, I guess I will take them randomly. Right, so Ana Karen, can you please show what about your work, how you're doing in that, and what have you done about the conversations so we can answer questions? I guess that your microphone is not working well. We don't listen to you. We're not listening to you. Okay, speak. No. Extremely loud. Extremely loud. We cannot understand you. You can add it on chat. Okay, I need you to expose your conversation advances, right? I need them. I need your conversation advances. So we can make a check-in of it, and we can also give information for others that are in your same situation. Technically, show me your conversations. What? Yeah. Don't you have the rubric? Okay, let me see. All right, right. I told you that I wanted to. No, I explained you what you had to do. The rubrics are just for the work, right? For the format. The rubrics are for the format, but I explained you what you had to do. Remember again? Yes, yeah, the rubrics are not here. Okay, I will upload now in a moment. But I want to know how you're doing on that to generate questions, all right? To generate questions and to answer those questions. Now, remember, what is this work about? The work starts by you taking a conversation with an English teacher. It was important to be an English teacher, cannot be any other person, because we cannot ensure the purposes of that person, or also we don't know where to, for example, to contact that person, right? If it's a teacher is a professional for teaching, right, of education, so they can be identified. That's why. So you were going to talk to them and to ask them if you could handle a conversation with them sporadically, right? Not all in a hit, for example, right? But little by little. And you were going to register those conversations. That's it. Now, for the format that you are right, yeah, I didn't upload because I needed to make some changes. Changes are done. For the work, the formal work, the work that you are going to deliberate, you have to complete some requirements, but are formal requirements technically, not big issues. What, Fabian?
Alright, teacher. We go to take a screenshot on the WhatsApp conversation from our teacher, nuestro teacher.
Yeah, it's better if you
y mandárselos así.
No, it's not in that way. You have to make a format about that. I will show you again. Save the screenshots, yes, but I don't want the screenshots. Okay, the work is a formal work. Right. So let me show you. First, let me find it. I think it's on Drive. Okay. Okay, May, August. I cannot find them. I don't know. I don't remember where I left them. Give me a second. Oh, right. It was on my notes and I didn't see it. Okay. Well, this is the old version, okay? The old version. The other version I have it on a computer, but I don't have internet now. But I will upload after class. All right. right. So what you have to do is to pass those conversations into a digital format, a digital word work. Okay, it has to finish in this way. For example, right? For example, in this way. Now let's open it. Okay. Here. There you go. Okay. So this is example. This is what you have to do. For example, what you have to accomplish in here. All right. Let's imagine in this case we are going to change some things in here. All right. For example, in this case, number of the name of the person. In this case, is going to be name of the teacher. So each section you have to finish in this way. And after that, you have to put the name of the teacher. For example, I don't know. Well, in this case, I'm going to put my name, right? Felix, for example, Felix Cifuentes. It's going to be here, social network or media. This is not going to be anymore because we are not trying to find people on internet. In this case, it's going to be institute or school. Okay, institute or school of what? Or of his or her belonging. Where he or she belongs to. Okay. Now in this case, for example, it's going to be UPGov, right? UPGov, right? Setting an example. Remember, these are examples just. Okay, when this is going to remain in the same way, for example, when this is the date, okay, of that conversation, okay. This is not more than just, for example, setting the date, the specific date of that. If it's more than one date, then you have to put dash, for example, in here, and then you have to put the next, the other day, right? For example, or maybe 13, all right? October 30, maybe that's the date, right? From August 11 to August 13th. Okay, for example, that those can be the date of the conversations. Now, durability, you are going to set here how much time it spent you to make this conversation. For example, lasted at least 3 hours, right? So, or you can also exemplify this like we were talking, okay, for about, I don't know, right? So 8 hours, okay? And in parentheses, I can set not continuously. What means not continuously? Not continuously means that you were not having that conversation continuously, like a chatting. It's not chatting, right? Not continuously that you weren't chatting. You were just sending message. You know what's the difference about chatting and having a messaging? You know the difference of that? Guys?
Well,
Yeah. No,
we
chatting and messaging is like
have to make a report, no? With the days, year, when, yesterday, and
No.
context. And
No.
after, well, I don't got it, teacher.
Okay. Chatting is when you are sending messages continuously with a friend, and that time between one message and the other message is no more than a minute, for example. Okay. That is chatting, right? Now, messaging is sending messages without caring about the conversation keep going on the same time. That I mean that, for example, I can send a message at 2, hoping that you will see the message at 3, and you will be answering the message at 4. Okay, that you don't need a conversation. What will be the name of this? A continuous conversation, right? You just need the person to be informed. That's messaging. Yes, it's more like emailing. Yeah, like sending emails. Messaging is more like sending emails, and chatting is more what we do with a friend on WhatsApp. So in this case, it doesn't matter for that. So you can put not continuously or not chatting, right? If for example, the conversation took place on different hours of the day, you can put it consistently or in format chatting if you were talking like friends. That's it. Now, after that, you have a last part, which is considered as context. And what is the context is how you got into that conversation, right? Can be anything, can be the way can be any way. For example, I can write, okay? I don't know, I finished classes and started, for example, right? Not started to play, I don't know, Xbox, right? Suddenly, I don't know, some guys started to tell me different things that I didn't understand. Then I texted teacher, I don't know, teacher, name of the teacher, okay, to, well, in order, okay, to have an explanation of those expressions. Then we started formally the conversation. And this is my context, all right? This is my context. So how we got into that conversation, what happened in order to start that conversation, what happened so we finished starting the conversation. And at the end, you will have to include your interventions, okay? That I explained already, the interventions, right? Intervention 1, intervention 2, intervention 1 of the person, intervention 2 of the person. Now, the interventions, remember that these can be different messages, all right? Really? But how? Weren't you studying all night long? Also, I thought you were, I don't know, going to be checking our exams. Is everything all right? All right, so if you can identify here, we have different messages, and with different, I mean more than one message, right? So this is one message. We can say that these are one message. Maybe this is another message, right? And maybe this is another message, right? So we have like 4 messages. But the intervention is how long you speak or you text. And in that way, this is what you have to deliver. This is what you have to make on your work. This is your work. After this, you will repeat the same process, setting this separation, this line, all right, in order to separate one conversation from the other. In general, you have to complete, remember, 15 conversations. 15 conversations. You need to have 15 conversations, right? And that's your work. Yes. Now, remember, this is not the first time that I explained this. So you were supposed to be working on this. And today I'm just making a review for you so you remember what you had to do, what you have to do, right? And had to do also. This is a cover page. This is not important until you create the formal document, and the content, this is what you have to include in here, right? In information card, here I'm going to modify it as name of the teacher, social network conversation is institute or school from where he belongs to, or from where he comes. When, durability, context, transcription. And at the end, you will put here attachments. Here are the screenshots. Okay. Right here are here is where the screenshots go. Okay, here's it. Here you will put the pictures and evidences of your conversations. All right, and I will set here, not more than one image per conversation. So you just have to give me the evidence of just one conversation, not of all of them. And this is your work, okay? If my counts are well done, you have to deliver this in 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. Okay?
Yes, teacher.
Any questions about this work?
Teacher.
You tell me.
Okay, sorry. I don't understand very well the last point. So if you can repeat for me, it's
Which one?
Excellent.
This one?
The attachment. Yes, teacher.
Attachment. The attachment is what you need to include as evidence. For example, I will make an example here, right? Let's imagine that we get into the conversation here on this one, right? This one that is mine with you. Okay, so we take a screenshot. Here is my screenshot. I just need to put what is necessary, not all of it. Right? Okay. So I save it in pictures. Okay. Right, there's it. So in this case, in attachments, I will put those images. What? Wait. Okay. For example, here, add. I'm going to add an image from pictures, and here is it. Oh, no, sorry, it's not that one. It's the other one. Now I'm making this on Google, so that's why it's a little bit different. Okay, so here's it. Here's the attachment. Okay, I'm just going to make it smaller. Well, I can edit this, right? It's up to you. It's up to you how we can edit this image. Right, so there's it. And I'm going to put that date for this image. For example, in this case, this is going to be Monday. What we are on is July 17th, right? No, 19th. Okay, and that's it. That's it. I will later go down, right? And I will put the other conversation, right? This can, for example, be Thursday, July, it's 9, 19, 20, 21, 22, all right, 22nd, right? And here I will paste the next conversation. So remember, here you will put the pictures on evidence of your conversations, not more than one image per conversation. So you don't need to make a collage of the screenshots. I don't need a collage. I just need one single picture, one single evidence for that.
Okay. It's
Not more.
one conversation per document?
No. This is a conversation. This is a conversation. Okay? This is a conversation. And this is, no, sorry. Okay. All this. Right? All what I showed you. This is a conversation. This is just one conversation. You need 15 conversations on your document. This is one. Oh, damn. Okay. And this is 2. Okay, all this is 2. So you need 15.
And every single conversation needs to be 20 interventions?
Yeah, at least. Exactly. In order to be
Oh.
counted as a conversation, 20 interventions from you must be included here. If you see, I'm counting my interventions. Here's a first, second, and then I have to add a 3, right? You see here, how is here? Me, person's name, me, person's name. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right?
Right, teacher.
Okay. That's it, guys. Any other questions that you got?
Teacher, and we need to put the 15 conversations on the same document or in separate?
In the same document. In the same document. And in the same document, your attachments of each day. All right? Each day. Now, the good of this is that the good part of the examples of the attachments is that it doesn't matter if you wait a bit long, all right, in order to gather all this. Well, it will be a problem if you lose your cell phone because you will lose your conversations. So be careful. Be saving all your conversations. So this is the rubrics, right? This is the document, just a little bit edited, but this is what I'm going to give you. For the work, not for your task, for the written work. There's a difference of that, right? The written work is the Word document. Yeah, that's how the rubrics for the Word document. But for the task, you knew what to do since the first day of class. Mm-hmm. Okay, right? So we're gonna be checking these days those advances that you have. If you want to show the conversations, it's fine. If you don't want, it's fine also. But I would like to check 1 or 2 so we know how we get in there. And about the other part, which is the digital notebook, that's easier because you have to do it on this on all this time. So we're gonna check it tomorrow to see and to give my opinions about how you're handling it. For example, maybe it's too cozy, I don't know, not out of color your work. Maybe your Excel is incomplete. I don't know, right? So I'm going to be making you comments about it. Now, these comments are suggestions. It's not that I'm not going to take in count, but maybe a person that has it more beautiful, maybe he or she is going to get a better grade. That's real. That's a reality. Mm-hmm. That's the way that I can give a reward for that. But we will see that tomorrow. For today, we have finished class.
Una pregunta, teacher, antes de que nos vayamos. ¿Se podría eso de las entrevistas con puros maestros o, por ejemplo, se pueden con algún primo, tío que sepa inglés?
Is what I just told you at the beginning. No, it has to be a teacher. It has to be a teacher. Again, why a teacher? Because, well, maybe, for example, your cousin is a teacher, right? Maybe. Well, maybe, I don't know. Maybe you have, maybe you don't. It doesn't matter, right? Maybe if your relative or your friend is a teacher, fine, you can add him. But it's important to be a teacher because in that way we make sure that that person is a professional, okay, and is going to help you. And if something weird happens, then you have the proofs, for example, right? So, hey, this teacher is not good for talking in this way because he wrote me these things and I don't think it's good. All right, cool, right? So just stop talking with him. We can identify him, as a professional person that is not good for supporting students, and you can leave it, right? But we cannot do that with other persons, okay, with other people, sorry, because other people is not recognized, maybe can be not recognized as professionals. Yeah. All right. That's it. Okay, that's it. Why it's important. This work was supposed to be handled with random people, but yeah, I received that suggestions and I changed it. Right.